Hello, welcome to the course of Digital Mobile Radio. So today we are going to discuss about DMR architecture. So here in this chapter we will discuss about the DMR network, then we will discuss about the DMR network elements, and then about the DMR architecture like the linking infrastructure, DMR site equipment, DMR nodes and the network gateway. So let's start discussing about the DMR network. So here a DMR network consists of one or more node controller and a number of sites. So here each site consists of many base stations that is connected by an IP backbone. So here this network design is scalable from a single site to a large wide area network. So here the DMR network connects the radio network of different manufacturers and the technology. It creates a simple migration path or a large scale communication system. So here this DMR network consists of one or more nodes and a number of sites. So next is the network element. So here DMR consists of several network elements. The very first is linking infrastructure, that is IP backbone. Here it interconnects the various elements of DMR network. Next is DMR site equipment, that is base station or repeaters. It provides the RF path to and from the mobile and portable radios for the voice and data communication. Next is DMR nodes. It controls the call setup, generate and store call records and raises alarm. Next is network gateway. It provides an audio interface to equipment and system outside the DMR system. Next is the fifth one is the telephone gateway. So here this telephone gateway support direct communication between radios and external telephones through the PSTN and PABX. Next is sixth one is network management. Here network management include enable fleet, enable monitor and enable report. And next one is the 7, that is DMR mobile and portable subscriber unit, which is used to communicate between radio users and other network connected devices. So here the last one is DMR solutions that include voice recorder, dispatchers and application, etc. So these are the network elements related to the DMR. So let's discuss about these elements one by one. So here this is the DMR architecture, and these are the portable and mobile devices of DMR. So these portable and mobile devices are connected to the linking equipment through the base station, and after that this linking equipment links these two network with a microwave or the fiber optics, and this linking equipment include IP switch and high availability nodes, and which further connected to the network management, dispatch, application, voice recorder and the gateway, and the gateway is further connected to the cloud or PSTN or PBX network. So this is the entire architecture is showing a DMR architecture or the DMR network. So let's discuss about these elements one by one. The very first is the linking infrastructure. So here the DMR trunk network connects the radio site together using internet protocol, that is IP. So here the advantage of IP backbone is it provides flexibility, it reduces the cost, and it has a multiplexing voice and data services. So very first is flexibility. So flexibility is in the terms of fault tolerant packet switch network, easy to meet future requirement and the secure infrastructure. Reduction in cost, it means high performance compression algorithm will reduce bandwidth consumption, lower line cost, and ring architecture is used here, which will reduce the maintenance cost. Next is multiplexing voice and data. So here large network coverage, quality of service, web enabled application and interfaces for simple open network management is provided here because of the multiplexing of voice and data services together on IP network. So this is about linking infrastructure. The next is the DMR site equipment. So here the DMR trunking site consists of TB9300 base station, Ethernet switch, transmit and receive antenna equipment, and other equipment like router, power supply, UPS, power distribution equipment, etc. So the very first is TB9300 base station. So here TB9300 base station has two channels. One primary logical channel is known as the control channel, and the other secondary logical channel are known as traffic channel. Next is there is also a TB9300 stand-alone node which is used as a fallback node. It takes the control of the site as it discovered that the site has lost connectivity to the network. It means there are two 9300 base station. One is working and another one work as a stand-alone. So here if a 9300 base station active one will disconnect it from the network, then the stand-alone base station will work. Next is the antenna equipment. Antenna equipment will include receive multi-coupler equipment and transmit combiner equipment. So these all elements are equipped in are mounted in a rack that having a standard 19-inch rack or the cabinet. So this is the transmission and receiving RF combining part or the equipment where it is further which is connected to the BTS or the nodes, that is TB9300, and this TB9300 further connected to the Ethernet connection to node via IP bearer network. So here as this RF combining equipment will receive and send the signaling that is coming from the nodes and which is sent to or received from the IP bearer network through this Ethernet connection. Next is the DMR node architecture. So here the DMR control node and its associated switching node control will provide a call setup, will generate and store call records, will also provide a fault diagnosis. It also generates the subscriber billing, and it also raise alarm in response to fault condition. So here a node consists of rack mounted Oracle Nextra X4270 server running the node control software. So this one, the next one is the node have number of interfaces. So here it has an interface like an interface to a SIP user agent server, a digital SIP interface connect to a digital console, a interface to the network gateway, a interface to the conventional radio network, and a interface to the MPT gateway. So these are the interfaces that are provided over the DMR node controller. Next is the DMR node operation. So here in DMR network, a node can perform two functions, a control node and a switching node. So here there are only one control node in a network. So here control node will validate all call requests, set up and clear down all calls, and send call control messages and routing instruction to the base station. Whereas the switching node, all nodes in the network can also function as switching nodes. So the switching nodes are used to transfer audio data between the base station. So here in a multi-node network, the lowest number node is the control node, and in a single node network, the node fulfills both the function as controlling node and a switching node. So these are the nodes, the DMR TN9300 node controller, and this one is the Ethernet switch. So here this node controller perform IP packet switching, call control and network management function. It handles inter-channel calls and connection to dispatcher and third-party IP interface. Whereas this Ethernet switch is used to connect the node to the IP backbone, and this also allow node to communicate with each other. So these are the function of the node controller and the Ethernet switch. The next element is the DMR network gateway. So here the network gateway is a general purpose device. It provides a single voice channel interface to the network. So it converts the AMB voice over IP used by the network into an analog 4-wire audio. So in this architecture we use the TN8271 network gateway. So here TN8271 gateway has a web-based application for maintenance, configuration, diagnostic and firmware upgrade, as well as SNMP support for the NMS monitoring. So here this network gateway provide line dispatch console. Line dispatch console function include like simple configurable user interface. It will identify multiple simultaneously emergency and non-emergency calls from multiple users. It will also display caller talker ID. It also display historical and missed call, and it provides the simple talk group calling, simple talk group monitoring, and call hold and call conferencing functions. Next is conventional line interface. This conventional line interface or the analog dispatcher interface is useful for interoperability with other organizations using analog system and also enable a stack transmission to the DMR network. It means conventional line interface is used to provide the compatibility with the old analog system. Analog dispatch console, here this is same as conventional line interface. Next is MPT gateway. The MPT gateway provides the mean to interconnect the DMR network to an external MPT 1327 network. Typically a Nokia ActionNet TM network allows a smooth migration. And last one is analog voice recorder. This is used to record the analog voice. So these are the functions that are provided by the network gateway. So this is a network gateway, TN8271 network gateway. So these are the few of the elements, network elements of the DMR architecture. We will discuss about the other elements in our next chapter. So this is all about the DMR architecture. Thank you.